How much for a Matt Cox painting?
How much? You know, it's funny because I sold one recently. This guy gave me. He sent me $350 and said, "Look, I'm going to send you $350. Will you do a? What can I get for $350?" Is what he said. And I was like, "Well, look, I can't do a 5-foot painting for that. I can do a little painting." And I sent him a little thing. I can do this. And he's like, "Great, do it." And send it to me. So I'm actually painting it right now. I sent you a picture.
I think I saw a picture.
It was beautiful.
Instagram.
The Joker.
No, that's a finished one. This one's not done yet. I just started painting it, and it was a Joker. I said I can do it. I'll paint a Joker for you and put a little thing. And he actually told me this is the quote I want you to paint in it. So I'm gonna paint it and be done with it. And
what was the quote?
Oh, his quote was, he actually gave me a really long quote. I'm like, look, the painting's not big enough to put all that shit in there. So you got
too much text.
Yeah, it's too much.
Cut it down.
It's going to be some people just want some people. We ended up with some people just want to watch the world burn, and so I'm going to put that, and it's the Joker.
Yeah, that's perfect for the Joker.
Yeah, and it's a painting of the Joker. So how much it could be? Look, if somebody said, hey, look, and I've got another guy said, I'll give you $500 for something. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But for $500, I'll tell you, look, this is what I'll give you.
Yeah.
Most of the paintings I sell are like $750. I had a guy the other day do one that was like $1,400, and it's going to cost $200 to send it ship it to him.
Okay.
So usually they're like $750, $850, $650. I've had some guys that have been like $500. I've had a bunch that were just $500. I mean, the problem is it takes time.
Yeah.
And, so and the reason I like doing is that I can do the painting and I can answer comments and I can answer emails. And if Davey needs to talk to me for an hour, I can do that. Or if I need to set up a Skype or talk to somebody, some producer that's like that's looked at some of my stuff and is saying, hey, we're thinking about this, can you do this? Absolutely. I can do that in the middle of the day. If you have a job, if I'm working at FedEx, I can't tell my boss, hey, tomorrow I got at 1 o'clock, I got to talk to these guys for an hour and a half. They're going to be like, no, you're loading boxes. That's
Shane,
what you're doing tomorrow.
How do you get through work on the construction site when every Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning, you have to log onto the Supreme app, to the Supreme app.
I thought you said the Priya app.
And cop the latest drops. How do you tell your boss? How does your boss deal with
work
that?
at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, but
11 o'clock, that's lunchtime.
11 o'clock's lunchtime?
Hell yeah. 11 o'clock's lunchtime anyway.
That's perfect. Okay, that was my question. Because every
early.
Thursday at 11, me and Luke were talking about it. Every Thursday at 11, you're always copping Supreme.
Always got it.
So we're wondering, like, what if you're like mid-pour?
It's preset the day before. So everything's ready to rock and roll.
So you tell the boss.
At all times.
It's ready.
You tell the boss the day before?
I don't tell him nothing.
You don't need to know.
Just preset stuff
you are
on
the
your
boss.
phone nowadays.
What do you mean it presets on your phone? You have a bot that automatically cops it for you?
Yeah, there could be things like that. Might be fraud. I don't know.
Could be fraud.
Have another gummy, kid.
Have some more crab.
The crab looks tempting.
It is some tempting crab.
Oh, God. What were we talking about?
It's clean as fuck. It doesn't have to be more than this. The lighting should be better. We could have some way cooler shit in the background, but it's the content. This level of production is actually good. Several comments on that. Once it's at this level, the content is what matters in my opinion.
Who sent that?
What was that about?
I'm sorry.
That's this guy, the guy that wants to produce the other show. He's saying that this is good.
He doesn't like the background here?
Nobody likes the background. It's your mom. It looks like you're in your mom's basement. And first of all, and all the green. Look, it's a horrible color combination. Nobody looks good. Anybody with olive skin looks horrible with these colors. I look horrible.
What kind of colors do we need?
What colors?
If you had a fine arts degree, what would you say we
I
did
would
back
say-
here?
Matt, what would you have? Fucking Ed Hardy in the background of your podcast?
I don't know who Ed Hardy is. Who's that?
Affliction?
Did that come out during the year 2006?
Yeah, Matt was locked up for that whole series.
2019?
This is Ed Hardy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay,
Man,
yeah.
that would be sick on that one.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. See? Listen, anything would be better than this.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's
we
fire.
were going for like an
People like the
old
background.
80s, 70s, 60s, 70s
Who
Throw the
goes for
thumbs
it? I
up
know
if
what
you
you're
like the
going for.
background.
Psychiatrist's
and you achieved
office.
it. It was what you were going for was wrong.
Really? Oh.
Yes,
It was fucked up from the
was
start.
You know what I liked before? The
We were
one where
fucked before
the
we
one,
even
remember
started.
You had the big.
Yeah,
the
I
big
didn't
flat-
like that.
Why? It looked more professional. It looked like you were in a studio.
Yeah, it looks like some fake ass news shit.
Yeah, it
What-
does.
It was whack.
It looks like we're yeah, it looks like we're
Fake news.
Fake news.
fake news. Looks like we're
Whack-
Fox
whack
News. Looks like we're fucking CNN or Bay News 9 or some shit, Matt. We're not trying to be futuristic here. Plus, we have God creating man. And I feel like that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
But what if it was like two crab claws touching each other?
Ooh.
Man,
That would be cool.
I wouldn't mind it.
Matt, could you use your degree and turn that into two crab claws? Could you use your degree and turn that into two crab claws touching?
Could we get a crab sculpture?
Oh god.
wow.
All right, I'm going to just read another question for the shit of it. This is Ricardo Viller. Here's the thing, though. I love this guy. He really didn't go into it trying to rip people off like Ponzi schemers who actually ruin many personal lives. This guy just robbed banks with a pen and a degree in fine arts. Is he a scumbag? Sure. What's the best?
That's probably the best. That's probably the best one you've read.
What's the best kind of scumbag? The kind that ripped off insurance banks. Fuck them.
There's no, yeah, there's no question there.
know how
But
you answer that.
I like where his head's at.
That was a good one.
Oh man, I'm drunk on crab juice.
Oh god, it's sick. You realize it's almost 3 hours.
Is that too long for
That was
you,
a
Matt
good
Cox?
time.
No, I'll keep going. But
Somebody
you know,
had
we
mentioned-
gotta. Somebody needs to.
Should we wrap it up? Let us know in the comments.
The crab juice is talking. At this
We'll
point.
sit here and fuck around for another hour, but I mean, if you guys are getting bored, we'll sign off.
Yeah, you gotta.
I gotta
You
get
gotta
some-
come up
I
with
gotta
some.
get another
Come up
drink.
with some decent questions so we can actually move forward.
Some
Matt
Something
Cox,
decent.
do you want a 50 milligram?
I don't know what that is. I feel like I'll.
weed, man.
It's called a Terpicana.
I feel like I will fail my urine
300
test.
milligrams.
Definitely
If I-
fail any test after.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
you'll
I
fail
can't.
anything.
I can't. Clarissa's. I'm sorry.
Grab me a BL, will
It's
you?
an issue. I can't.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Break it.
There's some more JD here if you want some JD.
Ooh.
No?
Ooh.
Yes, no? Maybe so?
You know,
Did they get too close to my mouth hole
one
when I was...
option. Too crabby at this point. People want you to keep going.
Are you?
Do they really?
Yeah. Keep
All right,
going, boy.
I got another question on here. Not really a question, but Max.
More
3
not a
months.
question.
Max, 3 months
I
ago.
like when they call me Michael.
Oh,
well,
where's-
Michael Cox never won.
Michael Cox.
Michael
A lot of people
Cox.
did call you Michael Cox.
Yeah.
People want to know where the money is.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one too.
Where's
Yeah,
the money, Matt?
that one I wish I.
It's in his hairline.
Nice. What's the?
All right, this guy says, Max, I work at a bank and we don't do that kind of stuff unless they have a debit card they can either enter a PIN on, the ID is legit and matches records, and they can answer as many questions as I want them to ask.
I don't understand what that is.
I don't either.
That's not even a question.
That's what
We
I'm
don't do
saying,
that
man.
kind of stuff.
Danny printed
I
this
stopped
shit for
listening.
me to read on purpose. I think dumb shit.
That's why you're reading it.
Couldn't even got the good ones.
Have you ever been a victim of fraud?
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Have you ever been a
I-
victim of
Good
fraud?
question.
Honestly,
Great question.
have I? You know, I mean, stupid stuff. Like one time, I don't even know if this was fraud. It's like one time, like I don't know what it was, like $40 or $80 or something came out of my ATM, and an ATM that I was nowhere near, that was like across the state. It wasn't mine. It was just like I think it was a banking error. I mean, I've been burglarized a few times. I've had some houses broken into. Actual fraud. The only thing close to fraud for me, I think, is that recently I tried to file my taxes through like TurboTax, and they said someone else has already filed taxes using
Oh,
my social
shit.
security number. That's
Somebody got your
man.
social.
You know what they call? They call that the drop. where you file for someone's taxes before they.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to mail in my stuff with a letter to the IRS saying, "Hey, I tried, but here's what they're saying: is someone else using my shit?" So I sent that off, but I just sent it
They
off.
already got your Trump check before you even
I did.
got
No,
it?
no, I got my Trump check.
Oh, you got a Trump check?
Yeah,
My man.
I went online.
Motherfucker,
I
I
went
didn't get a
online.
Trump
Everybody
check.
except Danny got
I went
one.
online and
Thank you,
applied.
Uncle Trump.
Everybody got a fucking Trump
I've
check
never
except
filed-
me.
I haven't filed taxes in fucking 16 years.
How the fuck?
So I went online and I applied. I said, "Hey,
Give me my Trump check.
I haven't
Where's my
done
money?
it, but I
My
had
money,
I
not
deserve
seen
mine."
on
this.
the news where they said even if you
Yeah.
haven't applied, they said if you haven't
Yeah.
filed taxes in the last
you
2
can
years,
still put your info in.
you can go on the IRS and
Right.
apply." I applied and I got it. I got it
Hell
a
yeah.
couple days ago, and I actually sent something to my probation officer and said, "Hey,
Check out
am
this
I?
Trump
Do I have
check.
to pay? Do I have to pay restitution on this?" And she said,
Hell no.
we're exempting all those checks.
Oh, they're
Nice.
exempting restitution during the pandemic. That's
no, not
nice.
no, they're not
Only
no,
on the
no,
Trump
just
check.
they're saying the check isn't like if you owe 20% of everything you make,
Oh,
you're
got
saying
you.
we're not going to hit your fucking check for that.
Nice.
So I was like, phew, thank God.
What'd you do with it?
I paid my bills. I have to. I
Nothing fancy? You didn't treat
No.
yourself?
treat myself, bro. I paid my rent.
You go to Red Lobster? Nothing.
It paid for gas for me to
Red
get across the
Lobster?
bridge,
What?
so I could do this podcast.
You got the crispy crab.
Yeah, I'm just saying with the Trump check, did you? Some might have went out and treated yourself something nice.
I just listen. I reimbursed from all the crap that I've had to pay out. It's just $1,200.
Yeah, gotta pay.
I,
it
listen,
back.
I know guys. People are getting like 2 and 3. Like they got like 4 kids, a wife that doesn't
Oh,
work,
yeah.
and they're getting like $3,000 and stuff.
Oh yeah, unemployment people
Yeah.
are getting like $3,000 a month, something like that. $4,000 a month.
yeah.
I don't know about
I don't know
that.
about all that.
Is that too much?
Might be
That's way
like,
too much.
Isn't it $3,000 a month? I thought it was $3,000 a month.
It's like 600 a week.
That's a little over 2,400.
Yeah.
true.
Close. Still a lot.
Maybe
It's
it
good
is.
fucking money.
Hell yeah.
I got another question.
File for
My
unemployment.
goddamn taxes.
Has Matt ever climaxed during sex to Bon Jovi's Runaway?
That's a good question.
That's some hard hitting questions.
Damn, you dug deep for
He's
that.
laughing.
It wasn't from her.
No, 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 I have not. I have not, but it's something I'm gonna look into.
Cool.
Look forward to.
Have you ever owned a gun? If so, what kind?
I had a concealed weapons permit, and I had a gun when I had a concealed weapons permit, but that was maybe 20 years ago. I think I was like 24, 25. I
What
had
kind of gun?
I think I had a 357, and I had a 9mm. Both were Smith and Wesson. Bleh. Both were Smith and Wesson. My girlfriend had a Lady Smith, the girl I was dating at the time. And honestly, I think the concealed weapons permit was good for like 2 years or 4 years or something, and then it just expired because when you take that class, you kind of realize I really don't need to be carrying a gun because if I'm going somewhere where I think I should carry a gun,
You're
then I
already in
shouldn't
a
be
bad
going
spot.
there. Right.
Yeah.
Well, then don't go there.
Somebody just donated $120.
Really?
Damn.
God
Matt,
damn.
come to Vegas and blow money with me. Danny better split this with you. P.S. I just had to one up the last guy's
Danny,
Did you
donation
hear that,
at
Danny?
$100.
Yeah.
Danny,
Whee!
that went out.
Yeah.
Danny didn't hear that.
Hey,
Danny
who's
owes
gonna
you
one up
$60.
LS experts?
Matt, do you have a Cash App? You should have a Cash App. They could just send
A
you
Venmo.
money right
a
now.
Venmo. You need a Venmo.
An OnlyFans.
heard
It's
of
an
Venmo.
app where you just
Still
plug
getting
your,
eggplants.
you plug your debit card to it. People could just send you money
What were the eggplants for? Oh, the
for
OnlyFans.
free.
That would
You
be-
Yeah,
gotta
but-
create an OnlyFans, Matt.
Somebody wants to know if they PayPal you money, can you send them a signed book and send it to Australia? By the way, big fan.
I mean, I would have to buy. I mean, I could do that. I could
that's
buy
too
them.
much
They
work.
can't. Well, I mean, I think it.
They need to
is it-
buy the
I'm
book
wondering-
and send it to
Yeah,
you.
typically they buy the book and they mail it to
Send
my
it to
PO
Matt.
box. I
Yeah.
get it. I sign it. I mail it back
Yeah.
to them. So I'm not sure how that changes that, other than I'm doing all the work for you.
Right.
So-
you can't ask Matt to do all the hard work.
Yeah, you can't
If you want
ask
the
Matt
book
to be-
signed,
I mean, I'm
buy
now
the
buying-
book, send it to him. He'll send it back.
I probably,
and
honestly,
send the stamp on
probably
it. too.
should buy like 5 or 6 books, but how often does that happen? I mean, tell them, look, my email is, contact Matt Cox, or it's contact.matthew.cox@gmail.com.
That's a fucking mouthful right
Contact
Well, I mean,
dot
Matt Cox
Matt-
was taken.
Matthew
So
dot wait, what was it?
it's contact
Dot
dot
there. Matthew dot
dot
Cox
at
at
gmail.
gmail.com.
Right, and it's Matthew with 2 T's.
Yep, got that.
So
For all...
Have you ever met a Matthew with one T?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, they have Matthews with 1 T.
Great
Never
question.
met a Matthew with one T.
Yeah. Definitely.
For all book question.
I don't know why, but they're out there.